Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to get the No Reflection achievement in Pathologic 2. For this achievement, you'll need to speak with several tragedians at specific events throughout the game. I'll be starting a new run from the beginning of the game, and I'll be going over a detailed step-by-step guide on only getting this achievement. So throughout the video, I'll be assuming you're following the same steps as me. If you're working on this achievement during a playthrough, you can still follow this guide, but I recommend skipping around the parts that don't apply to you and using the timestamps. At the beginning of the timestamps, I'll quickly go over where the reflection spawns and what their spawn requirements are, and then I'll go back to my detailed part. If you are going to be skipping around, there's one thing you should know before you do that. You're going to need Lara to survive until day 10, and if you ignore the water barrel quest, then she has a chance to get infected twice. Otherwise, if you did do the quest, she can get infected up to 3 times. So make sure you set some supplies aside for her just in case. And other than that, you don't have to worry about anyone else getting infected or dying before you get to speak with their reflection. Okay, I'll be starting the detailed section of the guide now, so feel free to skip around if you need to. Once you start the game, you're going to want to change some of the difficulty settings. You should turn hunger speed, hunger damage, infection chance, and infection growth all the way down. And you should turn food value and immunity recovery all the way up. This way, running through infection districts won't really bother you, and you won't have to worry about food because you won't die from starvation while sleeping. Once you're in the game, you're going to head straight to Grief's warehouse. Our first reflection will be in Grief's warehouse on day 1. Once you speak with him, you can move on. Before you leave, take everything from the cabinet and sell the needles, pocket watch, and scalpel to Grief. You won't need much food, but with these items, you'll get everything that you need. Next, go to Notkin's warehouse and get the leash from him. Later, we'll trade this for a Schmouter in case Lara gets infected. Then, go to Town Hall. But before you go inside, go into the grocery store in front of it and sell all of your things to buy all the food you can. Once again, this is just in case you need any food later. After this, get arrested in Town Hall and sleep for as long as you can, and once you get let out, go to Vlad's to sleep until 7:30 on day 2. Then, go to Isidore's funeral and collect your inheritance from Aspity. Make sure you exhaust all of her dialogue here or the next reflection won't spawn in. Go ahead and sleep at Aspity's until the very beginning of day 3. The second reflection can be found at Aspity's hospice before morning on day 3. Speak to this one and we can move on to the next one. Next, sleep until 7:30 on the same day and head to the playground next to the theater. On your way over there, loot as many trash cans and caches as possible. Once you get there, agree to play hide and seek with the kids that are sitting on the swing. With the items you found, you should be able to afford the schmotter that one of the kids will trade you. If for whatever reason you can't get this schmotter, you're gonna need to get one some other way. But once again, this schmotter is just in case Lara gets infected, and she can get infected twice. So the 2 schmotters I'm going to be getting is just for insurance. There's a chance Lara only gets infected once, or she might not get infected at all. So if you couldn't get the schmotter, there's a chance you didn't need it anyway. Next, you can sleep at either Lars or Vlad's until the morning of day 4. At the Nutshell, trade the leash we got from Notkin for our second schmotter, and after you get that, you can sleep until the morning of day 6. Then, head on over to the Sabarovs. On day 6, you can clear a whole bunch of reflections from both Alexander and Katerina. Just make sure you check every corner of their rooms so that you don't miss one. Once you speak with all of them, sleep at Lara's until the morning of day 8. If she got infected, give her one of your schmotters, and now you're going to need to go all the way to Shiken. Once you get there, tell Oyen to move into Isidore's house. This is just for convenience. If you don't tell him this, then you're going to need to come back to Shiken later. Next, go to the Termitary, speak to Taya, and then to the kin who want you to bring them Vlad. Now, go to Isidore's house. The next reflection belongs to Oyen, and you can get it between day 7 and 9 after you visit the Termitary. If you told Oyen he could stay at Isidore's house, go there, otherwise you'll have to go to Shiken. After you tell Oyen about the Termitary situation, his reflection will spawn nearby, and you can speak to it and move on. Once you finish here, go to Lara's and sleep until day 10. If Lara gets infected, you need to deal with it before morning. Lara's reflection can be found after 1200 on day 10 at the shelter. This tragedian can be buggy sometimes and won't spawn in, so I recommend saving before you get here. It didn't spawn in for me a few times, so if you want to play safe, here's exactly what I did when I got it to spawn in. There are 3 people here, and they all say the exact same thing to you, and once you speak with one, the other 2 won't talk to you. I spoke to this specific guy, then I read Laura's note and walked into the office. I don't know if I got lucky this time or if any of these things I did caused a reflection to spawn in, so I hope this worked for you. For the last bit of the detailed guide, all you need to do is sleep until 2000 and go to the cathedral. You can find the last reflection at the cathedral after 2000 on day 10. Here, you need to have a conversation with the Glaya, and the tragedian will spawn in behind you. Once you finish speaking to them, you should get your achievement. I hope I was able to help you out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.